G'day guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Now today we're going to look at another drone purchase from AliExpress. I picked this one up for $75 and this is a brand new model just being released from XKRC. It's called the Drone B6 or B6 drone. It's another one of those brushless drones, foldable of course, pretty lightweight, and this one has GPS, guys. Okay, you can get different models. I've got the GPS model here with one battery, as you can see, but there's a B6-P model of this, and actually there's two different non-GPS models. One has a 480p camera and one has a 720p, and they come in at around $55 Australian. In fact, I found it funny, this 720p version of the non-GPS model of the B6 is actually cheaper than the 480p camera version by a few dollars. So yeah, I found that quite odd, but yeah, I'd recommend going straight for the GPS version at $75, and this one states it's got a 1080p camera. It even says on the back here, on the labeling here, if I can get that in shot, it says B6 drone, GPS optical flow, positioning, one button return, automatic obstacle avoidance, high definition aerial photograph, and it says B6 GPS 1080p there. So anyway guys, I thought I'll pick this one up. I've actually got another one on the way that I'm still waiting on. I bought 3 drones and this one came the other day. So yeah, we'll see if this is actually a good alternative to get people into the hobby, you know, at a very affordable price. So let's open up the box, see what we get, and then we'll take it out for a flight. Okay guys, so the B6 GPS drone comes in a nice little carry case like most of them do. This is actually a bit of a thicker case than some of the other drones that I've tried, you know, the E88 Pro, even that H16, that was pretty flimsy. This has got a bit of thick material on it, so it's a bit more durable, I'd say. Alright, so here's the drone there. Okay, we'll take that out in a second. Okay, so got some accessories here, so let's just quickly empty the contents of this bag. Alright, so first off, I can see we've got 8 propellers. We've got a full set this time, which yeah, I haven't seen for quite some time. Usually you get half a set, so that's good. 8 propellers. We got the USB to micro USB charger for the battery of the drone, of course. Got some extra spare screws here in this bag, and of course a little screwdriver to screw those props in. Alright, we also have some paperwork here, so it looks like we got 2 instruction manuals. One's in Chinese here, but here is the English one for the B6 drone. As you can see, layout of the actual transmitter here, as well as the drone itself. As you can see, this one has a obstacle avoidance module on the top, as well as optical flow on the bottom. Basic setup guide, how to control the drone. If you're new to flying, you definitely want to read this. GPS positioning, so we'll go through the actual stages of the you know, geomagnetic calibration. Okay, there it goes about the geomagnetic calibration there. 1 key takeoff and landing. So yeah, definitely read that if you're new to drone flying. And of course we have the paperwork here for the GPS Sky app here, it's called. Alright, and it does say here you do need basically a 5G compatible Wi-Fi phone, because this app runs on 5G Wi-Fi, which is good, because in the listing itself I wasn't too sure. I think they do state it does run on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but that must be for the non-GPS models. Alright, so yeah, you got the QR codes there to download it either via the iOS App Store or Google Play Store. Alright guys, so here's the transmitter. As you can see, we've got a phone clip just there to fit your phone. And as you can see, it's clearly labeled. Pretty common style transmitter that you see with, you know, these rather cheap drones these days. Alright, but it's clearly labeled. Now we have the on and off button just there. Alright, I believe, yeah, this might be a self-binding drone because I don't hear any beeps. We got the home return button for the GPS home return. 2 pictures here. So this button has 2 different functions. I believe a short press is for the gyro calibration, when you want to put it on a level surface before you take off to reset the gyros, and a long press of this button will start the actual compass calibration. Now on this side, we're going to have the up and down arrows, as you can see there, for that button. Now this is the automatic takeoff and automatic land. We've got the GPS on and off button there. So if you press that, you'll turn the GPS off and you can fly it more sporty, just in altitude hold. And we've got the camera tilt button up and down just there, all right? On the side shoulder button here, we have one for the snapshot for photos and one for videos. And over here we have one that's called 360. Now this isn't for 360 flips, I don't think. In the instruction manual it says 360 like circle fly. So that might be for the orbit flight modes or point of interest. And this one here is just your speed button, okay? And yeah, this takes 3 AAA batteries. Okay, onto the B6 drone itself. Here it is here, guys. So I'm just going to fold it out. Okay, and it's pretty much the same size as most of these cheap drones that I've featured on the channel this year. Basically a DJI Mavic Mini size. It has 1503 brushless motors. I believe these are stated to be 4000 kV. As you can see, 2 leaf style props per motor. Okay, and we got the obstacle avoidance sensor module up the top. Now this, once again, will only work pretty much indoors. Because it's infrared sensors, the sunlight's just going to disturb it and it's not going to work anyway. Alright guys, so yeah, plus it's a GPS drone. You just want to fly this outside in GPS mode. That's my recommendation anyway. Alright, and at the front here, of course, we got the stated 1080p camera. I believe they state that it will shoot in 25 frames per second, and they're also claiming on the listing that this has got some sort of electronic image stabilization, but for photos, not for video. So I guess it's when you take still shots, it tries to get any vibration out of the snapshot itself. All right. Now on the bottom, we have once again an optical flow camera on the bottom, which helps with stability. Okay, so as well as having GPS on this drone, you've got optical flow, which is good. So both of them working together, this should have a pretty rock solid GPS position hold. On the top here we have the on and off button, so I'll just turn it on. Okay, the camera just tilted up and down, so it just calibrated itself. All right, as you can see, we've got fairly bright LED on the front there, bright green, and on the bottom here we got 2 different shades of green. It might not show up in the camera here, but the front arms have got a slightly darker tinge of green than the back. It's not really showing up on camera, but I can see it in person here. All right, so yeah, not a bad design. It's definitely different. It's got some fins on the back here, you know, just a bit of cosmetic design there. I don't think that's actually going to help with stability cutting through the air or anything. So yeah, it's a pretty unique looking design. It's not like most of the drones out there these days on the market that are basically a carbon copy of, you know, they try to make them look like a Mavic Mini. So this has got its own unique design, as you can see here. Yeah, the battery's on the bottom there. You can see the light indicator just in there showing that the Wi-Fi module is on. Now the battery for this drone is actually a 3.7 volt battery, but it's a 2000 milliamp hour this time, and they're stating that we're going to get around 20 minutes of flight time, which, yeah, I'm not too sure, guys. I'm pretty skeptical whether it would get 20 minutes based on some of the other drones I've flown, but you never know. We'll definitely see what sort of flight time we can get. Control distance of this drone is stated to be 300 meters, so that's a pretty decent you know, distance of flight, especially for a beginner drone like this. You don't really want to go that far out, especially when you're new to flying drones. So 300 meters, that's plenty of distance there. I'll definitely be testing that out. And this only weighs 162 grams. So, you know, you're definitely well under the 250 gram weight limit, especially in the USA. You know, if you're 250 grams or over, you're going to have to register it with the FAA, which you don't have to with this one, which is awesome. All right, so hassle-free flying straight out of the box. Don't have to register it at all. This drone has all the functions that you expect from a GPS drone, which is one key return via the remote there, the transmitter. We also got low battery return as well as out of range return home. So if you exceed the range or get to its limit, it will return home by itself. They state the camera does have a 50 times zoom, and yeah, that's via the app only. Some drones actually record when you zoom in, some don't. Some are only showing it up on the app, but we'll see if this actually records when I try the zoom function on the actual video recording via the app itself. No SD card on this one, so like many cheap drones out there, we're relying on the Wi-Fi app to save our videos and photos. Now the obstacle avoidance, once again, they're stating that this will avoid obstacles indoors mainly within 1.5 meters away. So if you're 1.5 meters away, it should detect it and not go any further. And basically, yeah, this has altitude hold, okay, which is standard these days. Says it has waypoints, auto return, follow me, and orbit functions. All right. So what I'll do, I'll turn on the drone once again, and then the transmitter. I just want to show you the. Okay, we're bound. Just want to show you the way the camera tilts on this one. So as you can see, it goes all the way down if I hold it, where it's facing down. Now there's quite a few increments here, as you can see. If I just slowly tap it, there's 19 different increments there, guys. I was just counting them as I was pressing the button. So quite a few different angles that you can shoot at while you're flying. So that's basically it, guys. I'll download the app, which is once again GPS Sky app. I'll top up this battery and we'll take it out for a flight and see how this one performs. Like I said, they do state 300 meters of range, around 25 minutes or 20 minutes on the 2000 milliamp hour battery, and we'll see if that it gets close to that. All right, guys. So anyway, see you out at the field, and we'll see how this new B6 GPS drone performs for 75 Australian dollars, or around 50 odd dollars American. Okay, guys. Well, I've got the B6 drone here, and we're going to take it for a flight today. I've got the screen recording going on. So first off, I just want to show you some of the options on the app here. We've got other, which is the camera. Okay, you can change it from 720 to 1080p. Also got the maps here, which you can change, you know, to satellite mode. I might just do that for now. You also have the waypoint parameters just there. Okay, so you can set your heights and the speed of the waypoints, as well as the rocker function. Okay, now as you can see here, we've got accelerometer calibration, so I might execute that. We're on level ground there. All right, and then I'll do the compass calibration, so we'll press that. Okay, so that's not working, so I might do it from the actual transmitter. There should be some flashing lights. That's one beep. 2 beeps. So we calibrated. Okay, so I'll get out of the options here. All right. You can see we've got Wi-Fi FPV. So let's take it up for a flight. Looks like the telemetry ain't really showing up on the app here. I'm just in the shade. And we've got no telemetry, guys. All right, now I'm using the iPhone, my Android today, because I actually flew this a couple of weeks ago. This is actually, I'm recording this a couple of weeks after the bench overview that you would have just seen, because I did actually injure my lower back. So this is the first time out. I thought I'll fly the drone today. I'm feeling not too bad. So yeah, I did initially fly this with my iPhone, and I had problems with it, so I thought I'll try the Android phone. But as you can see here, there's no telemetry on this Android version, although I did have some issues with telemetry on the iPhone version. It was way out of whack. But anyway, we'll just ignore that, guys. Unfortunately, it's just not showing any of the telemetry, but we've got live Wi-Fi FPV. It's 5G on this one. So let's test out the camera. So that's the down tilt. Okay, so you can go all the way down. And we'll bring it back up. And it's hovering nicely in place over there. All right, and let's just fly it around a bit. Might lower that camera a bit so we can see what's going on the field. There we go. It's a pretty smooth flyer, as you can see. Just cruising around, rate 1. It's a shame the telemetry ain't showing up on this app. Like I said, even the iPhone app had some issues. The telemetry wasn't accurate at all when I tested it out a couple of weeks ago. And on my iPhone, it actually was booting me out of the app. So hopefully that doesn't happen, touch wood, during this review with my Android phone. So we're out probably, I'll take it a bit further. Take it out to about 100 meters. Looks like Wi-Fi FPV is frozen, but I'm out there, guys. Okay, just hovering. Let's do a, oh, we got it back now. Let's do a, what I might do, I might record this as well. Let's do a GPS home return. I actually should have put my backpack down on the ground before I took off. I'll do that when I take off again. As you can see on this particular drone, it comes backwards, so you're just basically seeing it come in reverse rather than flying forwards towards the home point. Just see where it is. The sun's in my eyes. Oh, there it is. As you can see, it's coming down now. Pretty smooth on its descent. And this time, it looks pretty accurate. This is where I took off from. It's gonna lower itself. Yep, so it just settles there for a while before it actually lands. So what I'll do, I'll put my backpack here as a marker this time. So it seemed pretty accurate anyway, guys. I did take off in this corner. What I'll do, I'll just put it in front of my backpack and we'll stop that recording so we got something. All right, I'm gonna raise that camera up a bit. Looks like it's crashed by the look of it, doesn't it? Yeah, so this app is pretty hit or miss, even on the Android version, unfortunately. I'll see if I can get out of it and sort it out, guys, and get some FPV back. All right, so bear with me a second. Back on. So hopefully it comes back. It says the device has been connected. There we go. We've got Wi-Fi FPV back. So I had to reset everything, guys. I'm not going to do a calibration though. You should remember that I've calibrated it in this area. All right, so let's take a recording again. Send it up. Okay, and we'll see how long this lasts with a Wi-Fi feed. But anyway, guys, like this actually happened with the iOS version. I think it might be possibly a faulty or intermittent problem with the Wi-Fi module on this actual drone then, because it's happening with my Android phone here. All right, so there's an actual button. First, actually, before I try this surrounding mode, there is an actual physical button to do that on the controller. But first, what we'll do, we'll try to do a follow me while I've got the Wi-Fi FPV. So I'll bring it down, bring it towards me a bit, maybe lower that camera fraction so I'm in frame. Bring it down a bit. Okay, so I am recording. Let's try this follow me. Just there. Saying the accuracy is low. Oh, let's just see if it works. No, it's not working by the look of it. Should be following my phone. All right, we'll skip out of that. All right, so what we'll do, we'll take it up over here a bit, and then we'll try the surround mode, which is an actual button on the controller here, all right, near the speed button. So I'll press that, and you'll see it will go straight out. I'll take this off the screen so you can see what's going on. And then it actually starts the surround mode, which is pretty good. Okay. Lower the camera. I'll try to be in the shot if possible. It's going pretty quickly. There I am there. All right, so as you can see, it's going around pretty smoothly. Now you can slow that down. Okay, so I'm going to slow that down by going on the left on the stick, and as you can see, I've stopped it, and I can actually go the other way, which not many drones can actually do that, and also can bring it down in altitude and up. See that? So you can actually, look, I could stop it, pressing right on the stick, and go the other way. So you can adjust the speed of it too. So if I want to do it really slow, as you can see, it's doing it really slowly. So that works perfectly. I'm going to tap out of that now. Okay, what else can I try here? Okay, let's see if it comes up with a map here for waypoints. Now I did download the app before coming down here, but it's not really showing it. Better take it up. I'm going to try a waypoint. I'll just see what we can do here. One. No. Okay. What's this? Oh, that is GPS surround. So, let's try the waypoints. I'll just do a couple of waypoints around here. Even though I can't see the map. Let's see if I can go into satellite mode quickly. But because I reset the, because I had to reset the actual drone again, it's probably not going to show the maps because I did preload it. See what it does. I'm pressing the waypoint button. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything, so you probably do need the actual map up. Waypoint height, okay. I'll set that to 20. Let's see if it works now. Okay, it's not working. All right. Well, you might have to have the maps up, I think. It's not working. All right. Oh, we're getting the map up now. It's taking a while to load. All right. Well, anyway, I'm just going to fly it around, guys. Get rid of the map. Can't get rid of this waypoint 29 meters off the screen. Okay, anyway. Okay, so anyway, I'll stop that recording. Let's just fly it around. Let's try rate 2. I may put that camera up a little bit so when it pitches forward you can see something. Let's start recording again. That's rate 2, guys. Rate 3, and you can see the increased pitch and speed. It does fly rather nicely, actually. Pretty smooth. Unfortunately, with no telemetry, I can't really check if it does go indeed 300 meters. I'm gonna have to try that in a separate video, and maybe put a different camera on top. This does have that obstacle avoidance sensor on the top, but it's, you know, it's not going to work in this daylight. As you can see, it does fly around pretty decent. What's the brakes like? Okay, not too bad. Check the yaw. The yaw's rather slow though, as you can see. That's rate 1. Doesn't seem to be any difference in the yaw. Okay. Wish I could get that waypoints garbage off the screen, but looks like, you know, this app is sort of a bit glitchy. But at least I've got the Wi-Fi still intact. Okay, now there's some other features here, guys. You've got, you know, if you want to fly with your actual phone, you've got the virtual sticks there, all right? Also, inside just under that, you've got the home return point. Okay, and there's actually a zoom here as well. You zoom in, zoom out, okay? Now, as you can see here, we've got some beeping going on. So I'm going to stop that recording. I'm going to take some photos. I think we're getting close to LVC. Just take some quick snapshots. Well, looks like it's frozen with the FPV now. So anyway, and it's booted me out. So as you can see, this app is hit or miss, and that goes for iOS as well. So as you can see, I've tried to reconnect, and it's not doing anything, guys. So I am in, oh, we did get it back. I am in geofence mode, so it won't let me actually go out any further. So let's take a few more photos, I guess. Take one of the college if I can. It's getting a bit windy up there now. Take it up a bit. Supposed to have a 1080p camera. She must be rocking around up there because it looks like it just took the ground. Raise that camera up a bit. So yeah, I mean the Wi-Fi is not that great on this one, and it's booted me out again. All right, guys. I'm not going to bother showing that screen recording anymore. There's no point. There's no point. I'll just fly it around now till low battery. It's unfortunate. This is supposed to have 5G Wi-Fi, and I thought maybe with the Android phone it'd work a lot better than the iPhone the other week, and it seems like it's got its own glitches of its own as well on the Android version, unfortunately. But it does fly nice. It does have GPS, and it's pretty affordable. Maybe I've just got a bit of a faulty Wi-Fi module on this one. You know, I don't know if all of them are like that, but I can only review what I've purchased here. I purchased this off AliExpress. It was around 70 Australian dollars, so around $50 American, give or take a few dollars. And they also have the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi model, which is 720p and 480p cameras. So that's 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which, who knows, probably has a totally different app, and it's probably a better app than this one. So getting all these beeps happening now. I'll try to get into the app once again, see if the Wi-Fi comes back, and it does. But now it's at the end of the flight and it's going to land. See how accurate it is this time. Should land near the backpack. It's not too far off. Flight time seems pretty decent. There it is. It's going to land now, and it's not too bad. About 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet off the where the backpack, where it landed, well, where it took off in front of the backpack. So anyway, guys, that is my flight test and review of the B6 drone here. Okay, I mean, it does fly really nice for the price. It's just that yeah, this app is very flaky. I'm a little bit disappointed with the app, actually, on both iOS and Android. So I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi module, like I said. Looks like you can replace these. You just take off a screw and then slide it off. I'm not going to purchase another one, but you know, to test that theory out, whether I've got a faulty Wi-Fi module. But it could also be just the software of the app. Maybe it's not sorted out properly on either iOS or Android. That could be a thing too. You know, some apps just don't work well. As you can see, I'm connected now, not a problem, but yeah, it's just it's not reliable. And the telemetry is one thing that should work, and it obviously doesn't, especially on this version. I did have telemetry on the iPhone, but that was useless anyway. You know, for example, when I flew it a couple of weeks ago, I'd be 100 meters out. You know, I could tell that I was out that far, but it was only reading that I was like 35 meters out and 8 meters high when I was about 40 meters high. So yeah, there's something going on either with the app or with this Wi-Fi module. I'm pretty certain now there's possibly just the app software is no good. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this review. If you are interested in this one or the non-GPS versions, I'll leave a link in the description below and pinned comment anyway, if you want to have a look at this one yourself. And till next time, guys, happy flying, and I'll catch you on the next one.